Hey guys, I'm going to be doing a quick book haul today. These are some books that I have either been given as a gift or that I've bought at a used bookstore in the past, I would say 4 months, since December. There are not a lot of books. I've been focusing on reading what I have on my shelf, and so I haven't really been out buying anything new. So this is going to be a really quick haul, but I still wanted to show you what I got. The first book that I have here is And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. I have been recommended this book a lot every time that I say something about how I want to try more mystery books, or I want something to read by Agatha Christie that I haven't read yet. I think I read The Murder on the Orient Express. Yes, that's the title. That was a few months ago that I read that, and so when I saw this at Goodwill, I had to pick it up. According to everybody, this is one of her best, so I'm really excited to get to it. The next book that I have here is The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison, and I read this last month for the Read So Lit read along, and I really enjoyed it. I'm going to be talking about this in my February/March wrap up, so that'll be really soon. But I found this at the used bookstore and it was a great copy, so I couldn't pass it up. Not crazy about this cover, but that's fine. I'm not really that picky about covers, so I got this one. Oh, The Bluest Eye was a gift, and so is this one that I'm going to show you. This is The Left Hand of Darkness by Ursula K Le Guin. I started reading this, I got to 10 pages, and I just had to put it down because this would require a lot of focus, and I just didn't have it at the time. I was kind of in a reading slump last month, early this month, and I just wasn't really liking anything that I was picking up, and this was one of those that I was just like, this is not for me. I'm gonna give this a try again because I hear so much about this book and how great it is and how it's such an important piece of science fiction, and so I really do want to give it another shot. The last two books that I got recently at my favorite used bookstore, and they were both really great finds. The first one is The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy. I'm pretty sure I am butchering that, so forgive me for completely butchering his name, but I've heard a lot of great things about this book, and when I saw this on the shelf, I just immediately picked it up and looked through it, and I just had to take it home. I think Ashley from Climb the Stacks did a review on this book, and ever since then I added it to my TBR, and it's been sitting there ever since, and so I'm really glad that I found it at the used bookstore. The other one that I got was The Sense of an Ending by Julian Barnes. I've heard a lot of great things about this book as well. Everybody that has reviewed it has loved it, so I have high expectations for it. It's very short, so I have a feeling that I'm going to be reading this one very soon. But yeah, again, another great find at the used bookstore that I couldn't pass up. I almost forgot to include this one. This one was another gift that I got, and it's by James Joyce. It's a portrait of the artist as a young man, and I was kind of hesitating picking this up because I've heard a lot about James Joyce and not all of it has been good. A lot of people talk about his masterpiece, Ulysses, and how they can't get through it and don't get it, and so I don't know if I'm going to get this. I'm going to give it a shot and see what I think of it. I'm not going to be buying books anytime soon. I don't feel the urge to buy any more books. I recently got a bookshelf that's behind me and it's full, and I was hoping that I would have more room, but I just don't. I actually have to do an unhaul pretty soon. Let me know if you guys would be interested in a video about the books that I'm going to be donating, but because of that, I'm being very choosy about what's on my shelves and what I add to my shelves, and I'm also kind of motivated to DNF more books than I normally would because they would just be taking up space on the shelf, and there's no point in reading books that I don't want to read when I have so many that I have to get to, or at least in my mind, I think I have like 10 books on my TBR section, but that to me is a lot. So I'm going to be focusing on reading the books that I have and then using the library a lot more, which was one of my reading goals for 2016. And if it so happens that I find a book through the library that I absolutely love, then I'll get a copy and I'll put it on my bookshelf. So that's kind of the direction that I'm going in now. So that's it for my book haul. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.